The day has finally arrived, ladies and gentlemen. It's FA Cup third round and we're away at Manchester United. Little old Alfreton are about to embark on our FA Cup dream. Roll intro. Hello and welcome to episode 14 of Non-League to Glory, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you our FA Cup third round away game against Manchester United at Old Trafford. If nothing else, and we end up embarrassing ourselves, we will have lots of money in that balance. Let's have a quick check of that balance first. So before the game, we're now sat on £464,139, and that means I'd expect there to be 1.5 million in the kitty at the end of that. At least £1 million from an away game against Manchester United coming our way. In regards to wage budget, we have £8,968 that we can spend. We're spending £9,355, and I'll show you how we've done that because we were overspending. So we look at transfers and look at the transfer history. You'll see, firstly, we've bought in Remy Otte. Otte comes from QPR. He's a 4-star current ability, 5-star potential, is a target man but can play in the other roles as well. Plays up top, has played 3 games and scored 3 goals for us, but will be cup tied for today's game. We also confirmed Arif Et, Gideon Adupepra, Angel and Garmendia leaving the club, while Van Korvenberg is another addition who we've got out there, which means we've reduced that wage bill down. Our squad now looks pretty healthy, although we have got Jordan Aina, who is my understudy right back for Chiori Johnson, wanting to leave. But we get on to today's game, and today's game is against Manchester United away from home. And the team that we're going to send out to do it in a positive manner, and I know all you're saying go defensive, but if we can pinch a goal early, then go defensive, that might be the way. But we are going to go positive, because otherwise we're just going to get hit for 6, 7, 8. So we're going to send out Dewhurst, Johnson, De La Fuente, Odesina and Solar at the back. Tunga, Otranto and Magoma in the centre. Whittaker and Zerbin on the wings and Crossdale up front. So let's get this underway. And they will be putting out Henderson, Devine, Jones, Bailly, Laird, Fred and Garner, Sanchez, Levitt and Delafeu and Greenwood up front. So certainly not a full strength Manchester United, but it is still a strong. I mean, Sanchez, Greenwood, Delafeu, Fred, Jones, Bailly and Henderson's a good keeper too. So let's see, and let's hope we don't embarrass ourselves too much. Nobody expects us to get results, so just go out there and enjoy playing without pressure. That is the one. Let them just enjoy their football for today. And before I go any further, let's get this where it should be. Penalty review. No, penalty in the first 2 minutes. Odesina. But it's 1-0. And it's Alexis Sanchez who scored. It's 1-0 to Manchester United with inside 2 minutes. Odesina has given us no chance. And that doesn't hold out much hope. There wasn't really much hope facing Manchester United anyway, but that has evaporated. Crossdale, Bailly there. Is he going to get a red? He has, you know. Bailly's off. Bailly's off. Manchester United are down to 10 men. And we are just 1-0 down. And we might be able to rescue, at least not being embarrassed. Here's Otranto. Otranto runs with the ball. He's going to find Zerbin. Zerbin runs inside. Still running. Takes on one. Oh, keeper saves Henderson. Zerbin tried to take it on his own there. And we have a corner, and it's Otranto who's going to take this. Otranto Puts it in, and they get it away, and it's Tunga now. Tunga back to Johnson. Johnson, that comes to nothing. And we've had 5 shots, 6 shots. We are not doing too badly, fingers crossed. At 1-0 down, approaching half time, and having shots. It's Devine, Levitt, Fred, Levitt, turns and finds Deulofeu, and Deulofeu is going to get his cross in, and there's Greenwood. It's 2-0, and we just allowed him to play there, and Manchester United 2-0 up. Listen, we're going to get £1 million in our bank balance minimum, if not more, from this game. As long as we're not embarrassed and there's no hangover going into the Maidenhead game, I am quite happy. Levitt, 3-0. We were competitive for 30 minutes. They've now opened us up. It's Deulofeu and Levitt, and it's 3-0 to Manchester United. It's a good cross. Unmarked. There's 3 there, and they're not marking any of them. It could have been anybody's goal. And now it's Johnson. Otranto lays it to Zerbin. Zerbin takes one straight at the keeper. Was blocked by the defender, fell back to him, and it's a tame shot really. He's not going to take his chance like that. And it's Alexis now who finds Devine. Devine who runs down. He's going to play it back, and Levitt gets it. He's controlling things there. Fred, Levitt, Alexis now. Alexis is going to cross. Delafente gets it away, and Zerbin now runs, and Zerbin's going to run at his man, and he keeps running, and he keeps running, and it's a tame shot in the end. It's unfortunate. If we could just have Greenwood up front, and we had Greenwood to aim at, we might be still in this game. But it's 3-0 at half time. Still going to say the same thing. We don't have anything to lose. It's against Man Utd. We're never going to win. The only chance we had of winning was to have scored, then Bailly gets sent off, and then us go defensive. It's De La Fuente now. Tunga loses the ball, and Alexis allowed to just turn, gets away. It's Johnson now. Johnson over to Whittaker. Whittaker now running, and Whittaker lays it off, and Crossdale. I do want a goal against Manchester United. That may be a suicide button I've just pressed. Fred, Devine back into Fred. Fred round to Greenwood. Greenwood dallies on the ball, plays it in, and that's a great goal. It's 4-0. Deulofeu scores from Greenwood. Do we need to? Let's show some encouragement. It's an easy goal, and it's just a training game for Manchester United. Just getting their players fit. And another corner now, and it's Levitt. Out, Jones, who tries his luck at goal. 12 shots. That's not too shabby. We're probably going to concede another couple, but to actually take us to a great save by Dewhurst. That rattles across the face of goal. It's Devine who plays it back in. Greenwood, and another save by Dewhurst. Without him, it may have been 6, maybe 7. Levitt in, and we get it out, and it's Deulofeu, and Zerbin. He's going to get sent off. He's not. I thought he was. And let's make some changes. And Zerbin is one that's going to come off. Let's put Whittaker back as a winger. Yeah, let's have you attacking. We are going to bring Kaya Matang on, and let's have you on support. We are also going to bring on Juanito Lopez and Emeka Obe. And let's see, another shout to him. Let's demand a little bit more. Another 15 minutes. Let's see if we can score that goal. It's Devine. Greenwood, tackled by Johnson. Johnson tries to play it, but it comes off Greenwood. De La Fuente over the top. Juanito Lopez gets it. It's a Tranto. Obe knocking it round nicely, but Whittaker loses it. Whittaker trying to get back to it. He's outplayed, and now Greenwood's through again, and Greenwood's Dewar saved. De La Fuente, what is he doing? Dallied on the ball, and Greenwood was chasing him down. And it's now Johnson to Juanito Lopez. Johnson crosses it. There's a goal! Whittaker. It's 4-1. There isn't a comeback, but at least we have scored against Manchester United. We have scored against Premiership opposition, and it's Johnson who crosses it, and Whittaker's there, and it's 4-1. And now Jones, Bega, Devine to Garner to McTominay, Devine, Delafeu, and they're just knocking around like a training, like an exercise. And it's weak shot. Dewhurst picks that up. So Dewhurst now, and 15 shots against Manchester United away from home. That is not bad. Whittaker scoring 17 shots. I don't think we have been embarrassed. 4-1 against Manchester United away from home at Old Trafford isn't bad. Greenwood past the post. Garner over the top. Emeran tracing it. Goal kick to Alfreton, and I hope it stays this. 4-1's respectable. I think that shows that we are really capable of maybe in the future, a couple of seasons time, causing some kind of upset if we remain here. Lopez, Kyra Matang's going to take his man on and tries to cross it. Comes to nothing, but we do get a corner out of it. That should have been a corner. How is that not a corner? Anyway, it finishes 4-1. 18 shots against Manchester United, 10 of those on target, 44% of the possession. And we got a goal from Morgan Whittaker from an assist from Chora Johnson. I am pleased with them despite that result. Umberto Otranto was not happy about that. And let's have a look at the finances. £1.5 million is in our bank balance, and that gives us a projection of £1.2 million, and they're predicting a wage budget of almost £200,000. We are in profit for the next 3 seasons if everything remained the same for the next 3 seasons, which is not a bad state of affairs, and that is quite something. That one game has literally paid for the next 3 years. That's amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have just come out of discussion with my board after having played Manchester United and having a huge bank balance, and they've given me £550,000 to spend, and also 10,980 in the wage budget, which means at this level we're in the big leagues. That is just amazing, and we can play about with that. It's likely that we're going to put most of that into the wage budget, but that is amazing, and we'll kick on with that now. And now on to the Maidenhead game, and the team we're going to put out to do this, bearing in mind we have had to rest some players after our exploits against Manchester United. Dewhurst in goal, Aina on the right, De La Fuente, Odesina in the centre, Boys on the left, Tunga, Estrada and Doherty in the centre, Zerbin on the left, Kimpioka on the right and Taylor Crossdale up front. We have been on a good run lately. I do want to go out and impress me. Now, let's just put this on where it should be. I don't want a hangover from the cup. It was lovely to get all that nice monies in my bank balance, and it was nice for the chairman to give me some money, and it was nice for the wage budget to be increased. But if that comes at a cost of form at this key time when we're chasing down the title, I don't want it to. It doesn't look, and it hasn't. Kimpioka scores, Aina, who's been begging for starts, assists, and we are 1-0 up against Maidenhead. Out of context, Maidenhead are at the moment, well, we'll have a look in a second, but it's Aina to Kimpioka. Kimpioka drives, that's a great goal, 1-0. And let's, out of interest, see where Maidenhead are. Maidenhead are right at the bottom. So we are needing to get a result in this game regardless. Taylor Crossdale goes miles wide. But Kimpioka's goal keeping us 1-0 up at the moment. Maidenhead 23rd. I think we beat them 5-0 at the beginning of the season. These were 4th last season. Hansen gets it in, tries, and there's the goal. Jared Bird scores, it's 1-1. And this is the hangover probably coming. We've gone out of the cup, and although it was respectable, we're going to have goals conceded and need to get some confidence back in the team. Tunga over the top, and it's weak at the keeper, Kimpioka, who's already scored today. Maidenhead right down at the bottom. They were 4th last year. They've got Parkhouse there, I can see, on loan from Sheffield United. Bowler, Smith, they're this decent team. So if we can get this win, it would really help the season, because we have fell behind Aldershot. Barnett's now overtook us, and although there's a gap, Doherty fires one in. He can strike a ball from out there when he gets his chance. We have got a couple of players out of position today, so yeah, it's time for everyone to dig in, and everything you've got left tonight. We deserve this win, so let's go out and do it. We have this and the FA Trophy to look forward to. We have gone through in that convincingly against Darlington. So a victory would be good today. We do have games in hand, but if you look at Barnet, have opened up 5 points. Aldershot have opened up on us 7 points. We are 9 clear of Dagenham, but we are losing touch with that top 2. Najari assists against his former club. He's come back to haunt us, and we are now 2-1 down. And the hangover has set in. Do we need to make those changes? We've got De La Fuente, who's picked up an injury. Kimpioka, who's going to come off for Kairamatang. And Juanito Lopez is going to come on for Taylor Crossdale. And we need to do something. Najari there. Bird, back post. And it's probably, if any of a number would score, they're going to score at that. We're just out of sorts. Manchester United game, although rather nice, has probably knocked the socks off us to give us our 2nd defeat of the season, because nothing much seems to be changing unless we can rescue this. Odomeo's booked. Aina, Lopez, Aina into the box. Zerbin there. Boys is going to chase that down. Plays it back in. Gets it to Kairamatang. And then falls to Zerbin. And it is 2-2. We may have rescued a point. Kairamatang took 2 chances there. If we look, Zerbin tries. Boys gets it. Boys picks it up and crosses it in. Kairamatang hits it once, hits it twice, comes off a play and falls to Zerbin, who scores. I don't know how Kairamatang has got the assist there, but we may have rescued this game. At home to Maidenhead, and we will still be trailing those teams above us, but we've got a 2-2 draw. It wasn't good enough. So let's have a look at the big table. We are 3rd on 60 points, 5 points behind Barnet with a game in hand, and 7 behind Aldershot with a game in hand. We have only had 1 defeat, but we're turning a lot of those into draws, and a lot of wins that a lot of games that we should have won into draws. We do have a 35 goal difference. We are the 2nd top scorers. The second top scorers behind Dagenham, but our defence is a lot better. So what we'll now do is we've got no FA Cup to look forward to. I am going to play the FA Trophy off air. We're probably going to get through January and come back for that Solihull game, play Solihull and Wrexham, and then probably get through a good chunk of games and come back for April. We'll get these out of the way first. So I'm going to play Scarborough, Harrogate, Aldershot, Macclesfield and Dover offline, and then come back for the Solihull game. I'm Adam, thanks for watching, see you on the next episode. If you've got this far, just hold on a few seconds more. If you've liked what you've seen, please like just down there. Also subscribe, you'll see what else is coming from the channel. We've got other football content coming and potentially other series that you may enjoy. But this is Non-League to Glory. Thank you for watching. See you soon.
We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.